On a hot day in the early June of 1985, I was interrupted at my desk by a phone call. I was completing the final draft of a book on aikido, so I welcomed a relief from the tedium of editing. "Hello, Richard. This is Jack Seary. How would you like to teach aikido to the Green Berets?" Bewildered by what I suspected was a not-so-funny joke, I made a stab at a comeback. "Yeah, sure. And how would you like to teach bowling to the Hells Angels?" Jack laughed. "I'm serious. We start in 6 weeks. 25 Green Berets. You'll train them every day for 6 months." I was stunned. This was a challenge I had both longed for and feared. He continued, "We'll also do all of their activities with them: running, hiking, swimming, meditating, even some of their military exercises." I suddenly felt like I was being served up a meal I had ordered a long time ago. But first, some background. In the early 1980s, SportsMind, a Seattle-based organization with a successful track record among business executives, as well as with athletes, Olympic, college, and professional, was approached by the Army Special Operations Division to design an experimental program for Green Beret A-teams. As unlikely as it seems, the Army pictured a holistic approach for enhancing the skills of individual soldiers. After 3 years of developing such a radical concept, designing a 6-month plan of instruction, and then guiding it through the fabled bureaucratic maze, SportsMind had its brainstorm approved and funded by the Department of Defense. A senior officer who had supported the venture baptized it with the code name, the Trojan Warrior Project. He was onto something. That soldiers initiated this way, perhaps like the Greek warriors hidden in the belly of a wooden horse, would be an elite cadre converted to the leading edge of inner technologies, in the belly of the U.S. Army. They took the logo of a flying horse above 2 crossed lightsabers. Underneath was the inscription, "Vis sit tecum," Latin for, "May the Force be with you." Based on my experience as an aikidoist and psychologist, I was being asked to become part of the 3-man core team within this program. I would also be partly responsible for organizing a 1-month meditation retreat and a section called Psychological Values. My 2 colleagues would be entrusted with a variety of tasks, including the administration of the program, biofeedback and mental training, physical fitness, diet, and also some of the so-called psychological values. The offer was basic and unambiguous, because the required involvement would be nothing less than total. Our life would become the life of the Special Forces soldiers, attending every activity, including their military exercises, with 16-hour days the rule. When Jack gave me the chance to become part of this project, I immediately felt a resounding yes emerge from the core of my belly. There was no way I could turn down such an invitation. My life would be interrupted, and I would have to rearrange the next 8 months with my children and former wife, as well as explain to clients why I would be gone, choose teachers to take my aikido classes, and find someone to live in my house and take care of my animals. Yet I felt grateful for the opportunity. This would be the first school in the Army with a curriculum based on the holistic model, optimal performance of all human aspects, mind, body, and spirit. I would be able to teach an advanced martial art to a group of highly trained soldiers, thus get to study firsthand a subject that has fascinated me as long as I could remember: warriorhood and the modern warrior. It was the meal that I had ordered. After I accepted, I was overwhelmed by what I had to do to get ready, though sustained initially by a mild state of euphoria. It took only a day for me to be jolted into the other reality.